Alright, hey, Shalom Akim. First off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father in the ancient Hebrew, and Yahushai being the name of his beloved Son, who the world ignorantly knows as Jesus Christ. Alright, in the ancient Hebrew. And double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, who I learned under and who taught us well. Alright, and a sincere shalom to you of the elect out there, teaching and preaching this word in truth and sincerity. Alright. I'm the brother Lawa Matamat from the GMS Los Angeles camp, and today's video I just wanted to go into this movie, the platform, all right, which it shows you the intent and the desire of these people, how selfish they are. All right, so like ahead of time, there's a spoiler warning. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for the movie. If brothers have Netflix, you can check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna roughly summarize it and see what I received through it, through the Spirit, Lord willing. All right, and Salakia. All right, so yeah, in this movie, the platform is just the setting just takes place in this prison, building, which is like, I believe, had 300 plus levels to it. All right, and what it was roughly going into is especially the economic structure right here in America, the high class, the middle class, and the low class, which the middle class is slowly fading away. It was portraying that, through this prison building that serves like a tray of food, basically. Let me see if I could bring it up. You see that old man eating the food, and you see the tray right here. All right. So the way it works is like the highest level, gets the first pick out of the food, and the other levels, they get the scraps, and that's on point, with what goes on, the level 1, I believe, represents the elite, the high class in the society, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, that generational wealth that they got, and as well as the higher classes as well. The middle class, I believe, stands for the, those Edomites that aren't quite there yet, but they're better off than the so-called Salakia. They're better off than Jakes, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are supposed to represent the lower class. All right. And, with that, I believe it shows a lot of truth, because it showed what people would do at times that need when they're hungry. They portrayed cannibalism in this movie, which is very crazy. But, it's coming here, in America. All right. Let me get this scripture right here, man. What's the lock, you brothers? This is, I just decided to do this in the Spirit, Lord willing, it is edifying, and I've been trying to push out this movie in a video for quite some time. So yeah, Lord willing, the point does get across. All right, that's all I could really hope for. All right, so this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 11. All right, and it says, "And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many," which you see that going on right now. "And because the iniquity shall abound," there's a lot of wickedness, Micah 2:10 says, "Wickedness exceedingly polluted the earth," arise. But it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." All right. People are going to be killing each other for like a can of food. People are going to be eating each other in that day. That great day of Jacob's trouble, read Jeremiah 30:7. All right. But yeah. That just goes to show you, like, in this movie, it portrays that there was this dude who at first, made it at a level like 40 something, and then after a month, they get switched, they varied the levels, and he got switched to like level 173 with his old man, which he premeditated, on killing him and on eating his flesh. All right, it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that shall endure unto the end, that same shall be saved." So yeah, you brothers don't have nothing to be scared of. All right, because it says, man, he that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Endure whatever's to come. Endure whatever the fuck you're gonna have to see in that day. Just know that the Lord is, with us, and he won't tempt us, with anything that we're not able to, man. Let me get this in Matthew. It says Matthew 10:34. It says, this is Yahawashi speaking, so-called Jesus Christ. All right. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. All right. That's when, that came out straight out of his mouth. He ain't coming to send peace, but a sword. Destruction. All right. It says, for I am to set a man at variance against his father. And don't trust the people that are in your household, man. They're going to be the ones betraying you. Betraying you, like Salakia, like Judas did to Yahawashi. All right, your own brothers, your own sisters, your own fathers, your own mothers, whomever you may live with. All right, your own woman, your own. It says your children might betray you, man. Hey, Salakia, bro, we're gonna be tempted in that day, but remember to hold patience and to endure. All right, the Lord won't throw at you anything that you are not able to handle. You just gotta remember that. All right. It says, and the daughter and the father against their mother, Salakia, and his father, all right? And the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's foes shall be they of his own household, all right? That's something that you got to, meditate on. And he that taketh this cross, Salakia, and he that taketh this cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me, all right? Oh, so Salakia, he taketh not his cross, man. So, hey, whatever we may come by that day, whatever problems, all we got to remain is, stay faithful, pray up to Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi, and reference back to these scriptures, because, these scriptures, they're what's going to comfort us and keep us stable in that day, according to Isaiah, 33 and the 6th verse, I believe. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. You gotta have faith in that, man. All right. Let me go back to Matthew 24, man. Salakia. I should have started at the 9th verse, man. All right. But this is what I also wanted to bring out. It says, then shall they deliver you up to be the afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. A persecution is coming, over the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. They're not going to hate us for anything that we have done, but because of what we have preached, through the Spirit. And shit, they're going to deliver us, man. And he shall be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, man. So yeah, that shit goes into more how you can't trust these people, man. You cannot trust them, man. It's all the way back in the curses, man, in Deuteronomy. Let me get that. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. All right. This is talking about our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The tribe of Israel's. 12 tribes of Israel, I mean. All right. So this is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of the children which he shall leave. That's a part of the curses, where our eye, that you see that, in between the so-called Negroes and the Latinos and the Native Americans as well, man. We treat each other like shit. We'll kill each other, while the so-called white man is out there, killing our people, mass genocide, and we don't do a damn thing about it. That just goes to show you how lost our people are. But yeah, let me end this in Jeremiah, man. So just to get just to show you what type of day it's gonna be. All right. So this is Jeremiah. I'm going to start at 30, verse 5. It says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling and fear, and not of peace. That voice of trembling and fear, not of peace, it's going into our people in that day. Once martial law is fully, in effect, there's a famine, there's a great pestilence, the day of Jacob's trouble. All right. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling and fear, not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man does travail with child. It's going to be like a man, giving birth. You're going to hear those cries. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. All right. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the day none is like it, bro. Nothing has been like it ever before in the world. You know, the genocide that was here in the Americas, slavery, it doesn't compare to what's going to go down in that day. You know, when our temple got ransacked, it's not going to compare. Like it is even to the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. You know, who is the he? You know, that goes into the elect. All right. So no matter, what troubles you may see, in these coming days, however you get tried, however, the Lord decides, you get tried, just remain faithful, man. Lord willing, I'm ended here, and Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to anyone who might be listening. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai once again. And shalom to you brothers out there listening. All right, shalom.